Puck put to the far side. Five's going to take that for the red side. Pressures control their own zone, coming up the right side. And then check off the top five and then put out the center, far side. O'Keefe's going to pick it up. Bump down to the plate. Quick shot on that. Steering the ball. Turkowski gets into the spot, floats, and hits the stick, comes over the near corner. Stick made by the Knights and the spot by O'Keefe. That was going to shut over to the near board. Pressure, steering, picks it up to the lane, touch pass to O'Keefe. O'Keefe on the right side. That's it, open up on the Knights. Block and send it down into the ninth bench. And we'll have a nice seam call with 13:50 left in the first period.
You need help? You need help?
You want to do it?
Puck put into the Crusher zone. Gray's going to pick it up. Gray, outlet, pass, destroy. That's picked up by 16 of the Knights. Quick shot on net. And the Crushers hang on with, I don't know, 11:35 left in the first period. Score clock is kind of junked. Crushers with the puck. Outlet pass broken up by the Knights, thrown towards the net. Knights pick it up in the near corner. Fired. Fire the net on the far side. Here's the Crushers picking it up. Puck pushed back into the corner. Fed in the slot. That's broken up by the Knights. Gray puts up the near side. Boisbe with the centering pass over to Coleman. Coleman going up the left side. Tracked down by the Knights defense. They're coming across center, coming over into the Knights zone. 16 picks it up. Pushed against the board. Spins Gray. Gray, or 16 fires it towards net. That's knocked down. Put to the far corner. Knights come across center, dump it into the Crusher zone. 7 hustles on his horse, gets it in the near side, drops it behind the net. 9 comes over. shot from the point by Gary, right on to the Knights goaltender, who's going to hang on. And the stop comes about 9:45 left in the first period. Face off near side in the Knights zone. It's dropped. Put back to the point. Garin with the shot. Kicked away by the Knights goaltender. Puck goes to the far side. Chorokowski puts it back to the point. Kept in by the Crushers. Angelico Gagnon. Knights break it up in the high slot. Trying to exit out of the zone. Chorokowski got a piece of it. Angelico Gagnon sends the puck deep into the Knights zone. Number 4 for the Knights. Tries to put the outside. That's knocked down by the Crushers. Pulled off the boards. Knights get it back behind their own net. 4 tries to outlet the far side. Now comes back. There's the shot by Angelico Gagnon, picked away by the Knights goaltender. Knights pick it up off the boards. Here they come out of the zone. Pass over to the near side to number 6. Number 6 comes in, puts it in front for number 2. He was checked on the play by Angelico Gagnon. Loose puck behind. The net goes to the boards. They're going to battle for it. It comes back to the left point. 12 holds the zone for the Knights. Sends it into the corner. Gary picking it up for the Crushers. Outlets it to Delaney. Delaney looking for Chorokowski. That pass broken up by number 12. He gets the line, passes it, or he dumps it into the far corner. Crushers with the puck again. Skated out. Touch pass centered up to Chorokowski. Puck sent back into the Knights zone. Garen's going to take it, put it off the glass. It's going to head down for an icing call, and the play will stop with 8:16 left in the first period. No score on the board yet. Welcome to Hylo Park here in Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in at home or wherever you get to from today. Crushers win the face-off. They get the puck out to center. 17 holds that up for the Knights, sends it back into the Crusher zone. Crushers resetting. Pass to the far side, picked off in the middle, low shot. Brennan was holding number 16. 16 takes a shot. Arm up the ref. And the Crushers get a hold of it. Brennan will be in the box. Net empty for the Knights. They have the extra attacker on, waiting for that delayed penalty call. Comes up to center. Brennan touches it up. And we'll have a Knights power play with 7:35 left in the first period. Face off near side in the Crusher zone. Crushers tip it out. Boisvert trying to jam it in. 14 gets the puck back for the Knights. Pass to the far side. 15 picks it up off the boards. Takes a look. Pass to number 13. He's going to walk it across center. Gets the pass up to the left winger. Number 5 crosses over to the high slot. Stick check, and it's going to come away. Coleman picks it up. Takes it to the near boards, and he's going to dump it into the Knight zone. Wheels around the boards. Hustling on the far side is O'Keefe to keep it in the zone. 15 for the Knights, picks it up. Drops it off for number 14. He picks it up in the far corner. Skates in front of his net. Pass over to 15. Passed up to the centerman in 16. He's looking the right side to number 5. It's off his stick, and it's going to roll into the far board. Angelico Gagnon engages with number 5 in that far corner. 38 seconds left in the Knights. Man advantage. Centering pass broken up by the Crushers. And it wheels up to the side where Thiel's going to hang on to this one. And we get a stop with 31. Sorry. I think it's 6:45 left in the first period. 1 minute. There it is. Now I can see the penalty clock. 1 minute left in the man advantage for the Knights. Put down to the far side. 4 picks it up. Shadowed by O'Keefe. Left for number 3 of the Knights. Wheels around to the far side. Pass up the boards to 14. He gets it up to 9. Carrying up the right wing and into the Crusher zone. Ford on the back check. Takes his man down. Garing gets a hold of it. Off the boards, and the Knights keep it in. They're rushing down to the net. There's a shot. Steered aside by Thiel. Puck goes to the far boards. Knights pick it up. Knights try to center that. That comes off the side of the net. Varian finds it, throws it off the boards, and clears the zone with 20 seconds left in the Knights' man advantage. Number 4 picking it up. Comes out to center. That's stopped by Gehring. Gehring over to Black. Black trying to come up the right side. He's checked, but the puck goes behind the net. Picked up on the far side by Coleman. Comes out to center, and the Knights are at full strength, or the Crushers are at full strength again. Pass up to Brennan, looking for Peterson Shaw. Peterson Shaw takes it, he's coming up the right side. Comes off his stick, and the Knights number 2 is going to take that away. Wheeled around the far boards. Knights centering pass. Comes up to the right winger, crosses in the center. Stopped there. Black gets across center and dumps it into the Knight zone. Back to start it off. Number 12 wheels it to the far side. Pass to the boards. Knocked down at center is the Knights player. Stoika picks it up. Throws it up to the blue line. 17 for the Knights. Intercepts in the zone. Comes out to center with it. Brennan knocks it down. Puts it off the boards and back into the Knight zone. 12 wheels behind his own net. Looking for number 9 on the far side. Cut off by Peterson Shaw. Loose puck comes to Jolicoeur Gagnon. Over to Brennan. Brennan up to Delaney. Now comes back to number 12 of the Knights. He goes to his D. Ends up on the near side for number 17. Delaney puts the pressure on. It's knocked down low. 17 wheels around. Gets the puck back for the Knights. Pass up the center. Off the skate of Stoika. Comes over the near side where Brennan gets it. From Delaney, looking for Stoika again. Hops off his stick. Number 16 coming in the left side for the Knights. Big shot there. And Thiel comes out to challenge and gets the stop with, that is so hard to read, with the time on the clock. I can't read. I think it's like 4:17. It's tough to read. Puck in the near side. Knights take a shot from the left point. Rises, comes off the board, stays in the zone. Drop back into the corner. The Knights get it back. O'Keefe trying to get it up. Looking for James. 15 intercepts that for the Knights. Comes back to Lidovchenko. Over to Stoika. Stoika dances. Passes to the right side to James. Lennon James. Over to Dre Stoika. Stoika has it hop off his stick. Couldn't get the shot off. Takes it in the corner. Gets down to, I think that was O'Keefe. Knights pick it up behind their own net. Trying to put it up the near side. Pinched on the near side by Gray. James goes to chase. Knights move it to the far side. Here's 16. O'Keefe gets the puck against the boards. Now it comes loose. Lidovchenko with it. Over to Gray. Gray's going to line one up right on. And it hits the player and it hits the boards. Knights with the puck behind their own net. Pass it to the open side. James jumps on it. Keeps it in the zone. Comes loose, back to the line where Lidovchenko dumps it into the Crusher or the Knight zone. Knights get a man off the bench at 16. Is going to pick it up over to the near side. Knights, number 13, coming up the left side, gets to the blue line, puts it deep into the Crusher zone. Brennan back to start it off for the Canada Crushers. Intercepted by the Knights. Knights coming over the near side. Number 6 handling the puck into the slot. Low on number 7. Big save there by Thiel. Cleared away by the Crushers. Knights pick it up. Low shot on to Thiel. And Brian Thiel's just going to hang on to that one. Get a stop with 2:25 left in the first period. We'll have a face-off far side in the Crusher zone. Knights with it. Pass. Now it's a shot from the point from number 3. Kicked away by Thiel. 7 picks up the rebound. Carries it down low. Pass to number 9 behind the Crusher net. Now comes loose. Crushers pick it up. Break it out of their own zone. Brennan takes it to the far side. Tries to move it up to Coleman. Knights jump on that. Broken up by Peterson Shaw. But it comes loose to the near side. Number 7 dumps that into the Crusher zone. Comes off the end boards. That's broken up by Gehring. Over to Ford. Ford, touch pass to Stoika. Stoika puts that out to center. Knights trying to move it up the far side. That's cut off by Garin in the Crusher zone. Garin over to Brennan, up to Black. Centering pass to Stoika. Stoika coming up the right side. And it's lost behind the net. Knights coming out the far side. Ford intercepts that. Comes loose to Brennan at center. Has little trouble moving it around, but he dances through the defense. Gets it up to Ford. Ford, left side for Brennan. Brennan takes that into the corner. Challenged by number 3. He loosens it up, and number 2 ends up with the loose puck for the Vegas Junior Golden Knights. Off the glass and into the Knight zone. Garrett's going to pick it up in the Crusher side of the ice. Move it around his net. Go to the far side. Up to Ford. Hops off his stick. Number 17. Quick shot by the Knights. Steered away by Thiel. Now behind the net. Brennan tries to move it up. Knights forecheck. Keeps it in the Crusher zone. Garing with it. Garing trying to move it up in the near side. He's stopped by the Knights, but he does find some space. Gets up to Brennan. Brennan puts it up high and into the Knight zone. Just across the end line, we're going to have an icing call with 39 seconds left in the first period. Face off, near side in the Knights or the Crusher zone. Knights win the face off. Number 12 at the left point. Puts it up the near boards to 13. Puts it behind the net. Far side for number 5. Jean-Luc Gagnon breaks that up. Up to Torokowski. Or was that Peterson Shaw? Comes out to center. Knights have it. 2-on-1 back the other way over to 13. Comes off the heel of his stick. Knights still with it. Short side shot. Thiel has that far side sealed off. And we'll get a whistle with about 12 seconds to go in the first period. Face off near side in the Knights in the Crusher zone. Knights win it. Back to the point. 14. Whiffs on the shot. Charkowski jumps on it right away. He's coming in. Low shot and it's in. That one. Underneath the glove. Just over the pad and into the back of the net. And the Crushers score with about 1.9 seconds left on the first period. Take a 1-0 lead. Well, after the first period, the Knights are up. Sorry, the Knights. The Crushers are up 1-0 on the Vegas Junior Golden Knights. We'll get ready here for the second shortly. There will be a flood between the second and third, so if you're able to hold that bathroom break for another 20 minutes. Knights win the face-off. They try to put it off the glass. Ends up in the scorer's bench. And we'll reset. Just outside the Knight zone. Crushers win the face-off. They're going to take it up the right side. James tries to center that. one on to the Knights goaltender, knocks it down, passes it to his defense. Turned around at center, Brennan with it. Now it's back on the Knights stick with Lovin, trying to go on the near side. Brennan had the near side cut off. Comes loose for Peterson Shaw. He gets it up to Lidovchenko. Up to James. James goes centering pass to Stoika, or Hemula, sorry. Back to James. His shot knocked down. Lidovchenko with a shot. Still loose in front. It's in the blue paint. Chipping away. And the ref's going to blow it down. Traffic in front. Both teams trying to battle for the loose puck. And hopping onto it is the Knights goaltender, who gets the stop with 19:10 left in the second period. Crushers win that face-off. Darian with a shot from the right point, kicked away by the Knights goaltender. Knights pick up the rebound. They're going to come across center with it. Number 8 tries to cut inside. He's checked off the puck. Gray gets it out to center. Knights dump it deep into the Crusher zone. Canada Crusher setting up behind their own net. Devin Gray with the puck. Challenged by number 2, takes the puck away, thrown down low. Coleman chips it to the outside. Boivin puts it off the boards and out to the neutral zone. 17 back for the Knights. Coleman got a stick on it. 17 gets another chance, moves it over to number 8. He promptly moves it up to number 3 of the Knights. Quick shot, high in the glove of Field, knocked away. Quick shot. And we got to stop with, whoa, I don't know, 18:21 left in the second period. Face-off won by the Crushers, coming up the near side. Stopped at the line by 15 of the Knights, sent down low. Picked up by Brennan of the Crushers. He moves it to the near side, up to Ford. Ford puts up the boards. Looking for O'Keefe to help out, and he gets it out to center. Knights get it back, dump it into the Crusher zone. Brennan with it, whips it on the pass. 13 picks it up, goes behind the net, throws it out into the slot. O'Keefe breaks that up. Knights get it back. Knights coming over the near side. Number 14 with the puck. Jolly Cagnon puts his man into the boards. That goes down low, over up the near boards. Knights have it at the right point, over to the left side. Shot from the left point. That's knocked down in front of the net. Knights pick up the puck again. Thrown out in front. Thiel makes the save. It's loose in the crease. And then chipped out. Number 5 picks it up. Now it's knocked down. Crushers brushing up the ice with it. Ford takes it up the right side, and the Knights, or Crushers, will be caught on the offside with 17:13 left in the second period. Face off far side in the just outside the Knights zone. Knights win it. They're going to start behind their own net. Move it over to the near side. Lidovchenko knocks it down at the blue line, walks it into the high slot, backhand in front. Looking for Crusher centerman, but the Knights pick it up, come over the right side. Gray with it. Takes it beyond his own, or takes it to that far corner. Leaves it for Peterson Shaw. Peterson Shaw up to that Boivin, and then the puck is chipped out into the Knights bench. We'll have a face-off low in the Crusher zone. I'm going to make up at time. That's like 16:15 left in the second period. Face off far side in the Crusher zone. Knights win it. Get it back to the point. Here's a shot. That's wide of the mark. Comes over to the near side. Kurokowski is going to wheel it out. Coming up the left side. Couldn't make the inside move on number 4. Who loses his stick in the play. Comes back to the point. Lidovchenko with a shot low in the goal. Right into the glove of the Knights goaltender. Able to track that well. Stopping play with 15:25 left in the second period. Face off near side in the Knight zone. Crushers win it. Back to the left point. Garion has it. Wasn't challenged. Now he throws it down in the corner. Looking for Hamula. It skips past him. 17 takes over for the Knights. Some quick passes, but it's not out of the zone. Garion stops that advance at the left point. He takes it down to the half boards. He's going to walk it in. Low for Hamula, who takes a sharp angle shot. Cleared away by the Knights. Brennan back in his own zone. His pass up the right side, knocked down, but Stoika is going to pick it up. Stoika coming up the right side, thrown out in front. Knights break that up. Darian keeps it in the zone. Here's number 2 with it. He gets it up to number 17. Moves the puck to the far side, off the boards. Number 12 is going to come away with it. Coming up the left side, stopped at the line by Brennan, who upends his man. The puck comes over to the near side. Pass from the Crushers up the boards, picked off by number 17 of the Knights. He goes to the far side. Stoika knocks his man down. James trying to squirt through the check. He was held up. Number 17 finds the loose puck. He cycles it below the glass to the far side. Stoika lines up his man. So that's Hamula, sorry. Oh. And coming through the neutral zone, number 15 of the Knights was tripped up. And the Crushers will be on the penalty kill with 14:53 left in the second period. Crushers win the face-off. Lapped off the boards and down the ice. Knights try to come up the right side, caught offside. Play whistle down, and we'll reset. Face off won by the Knights. They go to the far side, taking up the left wing, number 4. He turns around, puts it back at the point for 16. Sends that down low for 4. 4. Put against the boards by Gray. 13 trying to come to help out. Now it comes loose. O'Keefe puts it off the glass. It's going to bounce out to the neutral zone. Pass back to the near side. Number 5 going to walk it in. 15, pardon me, for the Knights. Dumps it down low. Goes to the far side. 13 up to 16. Chip back down to number 5, who has it down low in that far corner. Now they're going to walk it out. Now it comes back to the left point. Back to the half boards. Centering pass to number 5, knocks it down. There's a shot. Blocked. Doesn't make it towards the net. Gray takes it, puts it off the boards. Held in at the left point by the Knights. Coming in, number 16 takes a shot. He was checked, and his shot goes wide. At the left point, number 4 with it. 14 for the Knights, up to 16. Back to 14, left point. Down low in the corner for 16. Sharp angle shot comes out in front, and the Knights are going to jump on the rebound and put it into the back of the net. Sharp angle shot, the rebound comes, sits in the crease, and the Knights first one to it, and put that attack into the net. They tie up the game on the power play with, I don't know what, like 12 minutes left in the second period. Face off won by the Knights. Carry it in again. Crush off that power play goal. Backhand shot, wide of the mark. Comes over to the near side. Battle on the boards with it. Crushers, Lidovchenko coming away with it. Goes to the far side, looking for Black. That was tipped down by number 11 of the Knights. Kicked out by Black. No, stays in the zone, say the refs. Lidovchenko finds the loose puck in front of his net, scoops over the near side. Now he flips it to the far side to Brennan. Brennan off the boards, looking for Black. Stays in the zone once again. Brennan with it. Now he flips it up high. Knocked down by a high stick. And will blow it down. Well, now I think there's 12:46 left in the second period. Face off just in front of the Knights zone. Crushers win it. Stoika puts it in deep, rolls around the boards to the far corner. Number 12 with it, up to number 6. Tries to pass it back to 12. That's knocked down. Comes up the right side. Gary knocks it down at the point. His shot hits the stick, knocked down by the Knights. Knights up the boards, over to Gray. Gray picks it up for the Crushers. Outlet it. Here comes Stoika. Has Chirokowski on his left. And Chirokowski puts that off the stick and it ends up out of play. Great defensive work there by the Knights defenseman. Good opportunity by Chirokowski. Good hard shot there that ends up out of play. Crushers win the face-off. Gray with a shot. That's tipped just wide. Delaney in there to put the tip on the net. It's in the far corner. It's off the boards and down to the Crushers zone. Gray hustles back for the Canada Crushers. Goes behind his own net. Comes up the near side. Knights get it back. Now the Crushers get it back. Here's Gary to help. Comes loose. No, they're going to pin it against the boards. Now comes loose. Hemila breaks up the play. Puts it back to neutral ice. 15. And Delaney going at it. Delaney got the better of that one. Knights have it in their own zone. Number 14 with it. Wheels it to the far side, looking for 15. Up to 16. Cut off by Gray at the right side. Now walking it down is O'Keefe. He's attacked while taking a shot. Ends up low on the goaltender, and we'll get a whistle. With, I don't know, 11:05 maybe in the second period. Face off. Won by the Knights. Put to the open side. Waiting for it is Hemila. Passes back to the point to Jolicoeur Gagnon. Over to Hemila. He's going to try and walk it down in the slot. Knocked off the puck by number 16. Battle for it on the near boards. Swept back into the corner by James. Now 15 gets a chance to move it for the Knights. Over to 14 on the far side. Up to 12. Centering pass connects with number 5. He comes across center with some speed. Couldn't get around Jolicoeur Gagnon. Tips it off his stick. And makes that centering pass to James. Puts that out to center. James hits his man. Comes over O'Keefe. O'Keefe on the right side. Couldn't get it to Hemila. Kept in the zone by James. James skates in. Oh, had it stripped by number 16. Jellicoe follows that up at 16. Swipes it off his stick now. Here's 16 for the Knights coming up the right side. Quick card shot right into the midsection of Thiel, and we're going to get a stop with 10:36 left in the second period. Face off near side in the Crushers zone. Crushers win it. Ledavchenko puts it behind the net to the far side to Garing. Garing puts it up the boards. 13-3 keeps that in for the Knights. Chopped loose and Garing puts that out to center again. From Jolicoeur Gagnon up to, comes over to Coleman on the near side. Number 9 chips that in for the Knights. Garing shadows him. Number 9 tries to work his way back to the blue line. That's cut off by the Crushers. Garing, centering pass for Boisvert. Chipped over to Peterson Shaw, and the Knights break up that rush. Knights going up the far side. Number 3 backhands that into the zone. Garing with it. Garing over to Boisvert. Held in at the left side. Knights fire it wide of the net. Comes over to the near side. Number 11 with it. Sends it down low. Garing's going to cut that off. He's going to skate it out for the Crushers. Centering pass. Looking for Boisvert. He puts it off the boards and into the Knight zone. 12 picks it up. Goes up to the near side. Knights get across center and dump that deep into the Crushers zone. Jolicoeur Gagnon to grab it for the Crushers. Knights pick it up in the corner. Back to the point. Number 17 lines it up. There's a hard shot. Blocker saved by Thiel. Goes to the far side. Black. Can't get it out. Comes off the stick to Ford. Ford. Touch pass to Black. Black coming up the left side with some speed. And he's chipped out. Stripped of the puck by number 17. Here comes the Knights up the left side. Number 12 coming into the zone. Fed through the slot, comes off the near board. 17 picks that up. Quick shot, and Thiel stands up to that one. Far side, number 12. Keeps that in for the Knights. Comes over to Black. Black tries to set it up to Ford. And it's past him, but coughed up by number 17. Here's Ford. Backhand shot, and it's in. The Knights defender has trouble handling the puck. Jumping on it was number 19, Riddick Ford of the Crushers. Henning goes left and then tucks it back on the right side. Backhand shot into the net. 2-1 for the Canada Crushers. Face-off won by the Crushers. Vidovchenko with it. Gets it up to O'Keefe. O'Keefe gets it in the zone, but the Knights take it away right away. Here's 13 coming up the left wing. Stopped by Brennan at the line. Sent down low for O'Keefe to pick up off the boards. He gets it over to Brennan. Brennan cross ice looking for Chirokowski. Comes off the near board. Chirokowski keeps coming into the zone. Tries to dig towards the net. Pushed off the puck by number 14. Still loose behind the net. Goes over to the far side. 13's going to pick that up for the Knights. Sent down low again. Looking for number 14. Picks it off the boards. Looking for that outlet pass. He's going to cycle behind his net. Looking for time and space. Up the near side to 16. That's knocked down by Chirokowski. Vidovchenko keeps that in at the line. Puts it around the boards. 14 picks it up for the Knights far side. Broken up by Peterson Shaw. Backhand shot right in front. And the Knights goaltender is going to reach out and end play by jumping on the puck with 6:54 left in the second period. Face off far side in the Knight zone. Crushers win it. Darian has it. Run the boards. Looking for Peterson Shaw. He's chopped off the puck. Looking for Hamila to pick up on the near side. Knights pick it up. Oh, Hamila really upended number 11 on that one. Puck comes into the Crushers zone. Off the near side, Peterson Shaw breaks up the play. Hamila can't move it out of the zone. Quick shot steered aside by Thiel. Knights number 9 puts it into the park corner. Centering pass, looking for 11, chipped up. Number 3 with a shot, hits traffic. Comes back to the line. The other shot from the point by the Knights. And that's going to be a quick whistle benefiting the Canada Crushers as the puck was still loose right in front of Thiel. Able to jump on it. I'm going to guess 6:16 left in the second period. Here comes Boivin on the right side, tracked down by the Knights. That puck sent out to center. Jolicoeur Gagnon picks it up, goes to the right side to Brennan. Brennan back to Jolicoeur Gagnon. Looks for the outlet pass, up to Boivin off his skate. Fired back into Coleman and knocks it back to Boivin. Now the Knights take it back out to center again. This time they're going to dump it into the Crusher zone and make a change. Brennan jumping on the puck, moves to the right side, finds some space. He's going to ignite the Jets, coming up the left side into the Knights zone. Backhand shot, blocker save. Knights number 4 picks up the rebound. Looking for support, moves it up the near side. Coleman knocks that down. Jolicoeur Gagnon keeps it in the zone. Fed to the open corner. Block's going to pick it up. Puts it around the corner again, trying to make a pass back to himself. Centering pass broken up. Here's Stoika. Backhand shot by Black. Just wide on the near post. Knights get a hold of it. They're going to cycle it around the boards to the far side. Number 6 going up the far side. Black knocks it down. Spins around at center. He's going to rush it back into the zone. A shot from outside the blue line. Kicked over to the near boards. Knights with it on the near side. Gets it over to number 3. Off the boards. Black knocks that down for the Crushers in the zone. Over to Ford. Ford back for O'Keefe. O'Keefe shot kicked away by the Knights goaltender. Great setup there by the Crushers. And the Knights are going to take that and send it down the ice. And we'll get an icing call with 4:35 left in the second period. Face off near side in the Knights zone. Crushers come away with it. Here's Ford. Has O'Keefe in front trying to post up. Ford cycles to the far side. Ford with it. Takes it into the corner. Knights jump on that. Trying to move it off the boards now, and the Knights tip that out to center. Lidovchenko with it. Far side looking for Gehring. Number 12 knocks that down. He's going to carry it to the left side into the Knight zone. Attacked by the Crusher defense. Puck comes out to center. Knights put it up the near side. Lidovchenko with it. He cycles down low. Now he skates over to the near side. Puts it off the boards. Gets it up to O'Keefe. O'Keefe up to Ford. Ford coming up the left side. Sends it down low. Number 12 reverses up the near side. Cut off by O'Keefe of the Crushers. O'Keefe trying to dance towards the line. Oh, makes a move towards it. Number 16 plows O'Keefe. Goaltender jumps on the puck. And we'll get a stop with 3:46 left in the second period. Face-off won by the Crushers. Jolicoeur Gagnon at the point. He puts up the near side. Centering pass by Churokowski, broken up by the Knights. Knights trying to make it out of their zone, wheel it out, but Peterson Shaw breaks that up. Now comes over the near side. 16 tries to hop on it, but Jolicoeur Gagnon makes a nice play to stop that advance. Stolen by Delaney. Bounces off player, and the Knights are going to rush it up the left side again. Here's number 16 comes in. Right on to Thiel. And Thiel, with excellent movement, takes that opportunity away. And we'll get the stop and a reset in the Crusher zone with 3:14 left in the second period. On the breakaway, Thiel, the dream wrecker, takes the chance away from the Knights, number 16. Face-off won by the Knights. They roll it around the boards in the Crusher zone. Sent down low. Brennan breaks up that. Puts it off the far boards, looking for Delaney. Knights break that up, put it down low to the far corner. Lidovchenko with it. Broken up by number 3 of the Knights. Sent down low to the far side. Knights in possession. Back to the point to number 15. He holds the line, throws it to the open side to the right corner. Number 11 cycles it down low. Delaney takes the body on the man, comes loose for Peterson Shaw. Peterson Shaw is then put into the boards. Chorokowski almost walked away with it, but the Knights with his quick shot doesn't hit, and doesn't make it to the net, hit in traffic. Knocked down, and Brennan's going to come away with it for the Crushers. Brennan coming up the right side. Stops, turns, fires it towards the net. That's blocked by number 14. 14 throws it to the open side, then skates onto it. Gehring steps in, keeps it at the line. Stoika, his shot blocked. Jolicoeur Gagnon puts it down low for Chorokowski. That is just wide of the mark. Chorokowski turns, fires it towards the net. That's blocked. 15 picks it up for the Knights. Comes loose into the near side. Up the boards. Gehring keeps that in. There's a hard shot off the iron and in. Big rip from Zayden Gehring. Off the iron and into the back of the net. Able to trap that puck in the zone, and the Crushers go up 3-1. Really having a problem with the winner team name here. Puck goes into the Knight zone. Crushers with it. James feeds that to the outside. Broken up by the Knights. James keeps that in the zone. Over to Gray. Gray has the pop over to Stoika. And the Knights going to come away with it. Coming up the left side, number 2. Hard shot off the iron, stays out. 9 follows it up, steered aside by Thiel. Goaltender's best friend right there. Number 4 with the shot, tipped in front by Ledovchenko to the far boards. Number 6 and Gray engage. Loose puck over to Stoika. He throws it to the near side. Number 4 takes a shot, knocked down by number 2. Number 2 feeds it, looking for number 3, and it hops out of the zone. Less than a minute to go in the second period as number 4 dumps that into the Crusher zone. Number 2, Ledovchenko got a stick on it, creases the outside, but the Knights knock it down. Centering pass broken up by Stoika. 3 holds that in at the left point. That shot blocked by Peterson Shaw. James, blocked the shot. Knights take it, put it into the Crusher zone. Over to the near side. Centering pass broken up by the Knights. They have it in the zone now. They move to the near side, throw the puck down low. 10 seconds to go in the period. Put up the right side. Knights keep it in. And there's the buzzer on the second period. We'll get a break here as the Zamboni will come on to do a flood. And we'll be back for the third period, I guess in about 15 minutes, where the Crushers are up 3-1 on the Knights. Hello, ladies and gentlemen watching from home. Maybe the kids watching their highlights later. Welcome back to Hylo Park Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. The Canada Crushers wearing the light jerseys are up 3-1 on the Vegas Junior Golden Knights, who take the puck right into the zone. That's broken up by the Crushers. Get the right camera going here as the Crushers come into the zone. Striker goes to the left side. His shot hits a man, goes wider than mark. Knights roll around the boards near side. Brennan pinches in, keeps it on the boards. Black comes in to help. Now it's chopped out to the point. Jean-Luc Gagnon couldn't quite handle the puck. Tips it down low. Nice move there, or the Knights were off on a breakaway. Ford comes back with the puck. Pass to the right side to Black. Black comes in, fires it towards that's knocked down in traffic. He comes back, tips the puck into the far corner. Number 16 in there, throws it up the board. Jean-Luc Gagnon holds the zone. Gets it up to Ford. Ford takes a bump. Jean-Luc Gagnon with the loose puck, puts it up the near boards. 16 gets a hold of it for the Knights, and that comes out to center. Puck near side to number 15, dumps that down low. Thiel slots that up for his defender. On the forecheck, number 5 gives the Crushers some problems. Puck goes into the far corner. Comes loose for Brennan. Brennan tries to move it around the near side. That's pinched down low by the Knights. Number 9's going to come away with it. Put it right back to the point to 16. Broken up by Stoika, and we're going to have a penalty on the play. Heading into the box, I would believe, is number 6, Bentley Brennan of the Canada Crushers, taking a 2-minute penalty for roughing. Vegas Junior Golden Knights on the power play early in the third period. They win the faceoff. Puck comes up the near boards. Back to the point. Number 12 loads one up high on the Crusher goaltender. And Thiel able to track that. Gets in the glove and hangs on. I'm going to say 18:30 left in the third period. Knights win the faceoff. But big attack right off of the draw. I think Gray knocked his man down, and Chorokowski able to send it down the ice. Knights coming around the far side. They try to go up right in front of the bench, but Lidovchenko knocks that down and throws the puck out to center. Number 12 with the puck for the Knights, thrown to the far boards. Number 11 keeps it in. Centering pass goes through the slot over to the near side. Number 12 with the Knights. Thrown out in front, number 9, and Thiel gets a pad on it. Sorry, it was a blocker that he got on it. Knights take another shot, thrown down low. Stick save. Steered to the far corner, number 11. And Knights are just buzzing here. Broken up by Devin Gray, who throws the puck down the ice. 1 minute to go with the Knights man advantage as they start in their own zone. Throw the puck up to center. O'Keefe breaks that up. He's going to wheel it in the zone, trying to drive it up the left side. Sees the defender coming and just dumps it below the net. Knights coming up the near side. Number 7 with it up the... It's just too far for him. And Garing goes back to his own zone, and the Crushers clear the zone again. That's thrown right on to the goaltender of the Knights. And the Knights now coming out the far side, coming across center. Dump down low. Garing down low for the Crushers. Gets a hold of the puck, clears the zone once again. 15 seconds to go with the man advantage for the Junior Golden Knights. Number 4 picks up the puck on the near side, or behind his net. Wheels it to the near side, now makes the pass to the left winger. He tries to move it up. That's broken up by Garing at the line again, off the boards. And rolls to the Vegas Golden Knights goaltender. Thrown into the far corner. Team's battling for it. Now it comes loose. O'Keefe back to the point, looking for Lidovchenko, mishandled, and it's going to come back into the Canada Crusher zone. Lidovchenko hustles back for it. Now he's going to wheel it over to the near side, looking for James. That's broken up by the Knights. Here's number 6 with it in front on the back check. Peterson Shaw breaks that play up. And a great hustle to get back into the play by Parker Peterson Shaw of the Crushers. breaking up that excellent chance for the Knights. We're going to have a face-off near side in the Crusher zone. Middle of that last play, the Crushers killed off their penalty. Both teams full strength. Crushers win the face-off their own zone. Jellicoe Gagnon tries to move it around the outside to Coleman. That's broken up by the Knights. 15 finds the puck at the point, takes a shot, steered aside by Thiel. Battle for it, far side. Coleman ends up with the puck for the Crushers. Lead pass, looking for James, just out of reach. And we'll have an icing call with 16:45 left in the third period. Face off far side in the Crusher zone. Crushers win it. Put it off the boards and out to center. Knights take over. Pass to the near side to 14. 14 dumps that back into the Crusher zone. Rolls around to the boards. Coleman has it. His centering pass to Ford. Kicked down, but Ford goes back to retrieve it. Over to Jellicoe Gagnon. Throws it up the far side. Knocked down by the 16 of the Knights. Shot on net. Right onto Thiel. And Thiel pulls that off the blocker, or bounces it off the blocker and into the glove, and will hang on. Get a whistle and a face-off far side in the Crusher zone. Crushers win it. Jellicoe Gagnon quickly over to Brennan. Brennan back to Jellicoe Gagnon. He tries to move it up to Coleman. Skips past him. 15 keeps that in zone for the Knights. Put up the far side. 16 finds it in the corner. Trying to find his man in front. Now he goes back to the left point. 14 with it. Back to 16. 16 with some space. High slot shot. And that's blocked. Ends up on the far side. Coleman tries to get out of the zone. Stopped by 16. 15 knocks it down and back across the far boards. Jellicoe Gagnon's pushed it around 5. Comes over to 16 again. Backhand shot by 16. Up on Thiel. He knocks that down. There's a scramble in front. And the whistle goes as Brian Thiel is able to jump out and trap it. We'll get a stop here with about 14:45 left in the third period. Face-off's going to be far side in the Canada Crusher zone. Knights win it. They have it at the point. 17 takes a shot, hits the body, goes to the near corner. Knights still with it. Back at the left point. 12 takes a shot. Glove save Thiel. Able to see that one completely. He calmly traps it and waits for the ref's whistle. Face off near side in the Crusher zone. Knights win another one. 8 puts that into the corner for 7. Centering pass comes out to 12. 12 wheels around to the right side. There's a low shot. Thiel with the save. Rebound picked up by the Knights. It's at the goal line. Now it's stopped again. Thiel chips that away, and the Knights are going to rush away with it. O'Keefe looking for Black. Black fights off a check. Here comes Black. There's a shot. And it's off the pad and directed behind the net. Knights coming up the near side. Number 11 with it. Dumps that deep into the Knight zone. Number 12 picks it up. Squirrels back to the near side. Broken up by Gray. Knights take a shot, kicked away by Thiel. Here's 11 with it. Fired on net. That's going to bounce out of the zone over to the near side. Number 9 flips that to the open side of the ice. Nobody there except Black for the Crushers. Wrong shot, pad save. Black picks up his own rebound. To Stoika. There's another shot. And the Knights goaltender making some outstanding saves here as his team is able to put the puck out to the neutral zone. Lidovchenko spins around his own zone. Over to Brennan. Back to Lidovchenko on the far side. Back to the near side for Brennan. He's going to power up the Jets. Come in again. Now he squirts down low in front for O'Keefe. Broken up by the Knights. Pulled off the far boards. O'Keefe with it. Looking for Chirokowski. And the Knights pick up the puck. They throw it out to center. Number 8 with it for the Vegas Golden Knights. That shot blocked by Brennan. Knights pick up the rebound. Stuff it down front. And that's not going to work out. Pass up to Delaney. Just off the boards. Rolls down. We have an icing call with 12:55 left in the third period. Both teams wrapping it up in the third period. Feeling out period is over and they're going full tilt. Crushers end up with the puck. Delaney up to Churokowski. Churokowski knocks down number 2. Peterson Shaw comes in, pulling up the right side, and offside will be called on the play, and we're going to reset outside of the zone. Puck's dropped. Crushers win it. Knights jump it. Here comes number 8 up the left side. Jolicoeur Gagnon takes that away. Had the angle on him. Puck moved around to the far side. Chorokowski tries to chip it out. Now it comes loose. I think that was Peterson Shaw. He gets the puck back after an errant pass. Peterson Shaw with it. Wheels around to the far side of the ice. Comes up the left side. 4. Takes away the puck for the Knights. Puts it back to the line. Jolicoeur Gagnon keeps it in. Flips it to the open side. Peterson Shaw picks it up. Oh, that's Delaney. Right out in front. And steered away by the Knights. Knights trying to get through center. Peterson Shaw knocks that down. Wheels around. Comes up the left side with the speed. There's a shot off the glove. Stays in play. Off the glass. Up the right side. Garing holds the line. Up the right side for the Crushers. Wheel the puck down the boards. Churokowski trying to battle 3 Knights players for it. Knights chip it back to the line, but it's held in momentarily by the Crushers. Now they come out to center. Delaney makes a nice inside move. Stops, turns. Glove save. Knights goaltender. Picked up by Ford. Ford looking for the trailer. It's through the wheelhouse to Delaney. Lidovchenko over to Stoika. Over to Delaney. Skips past him. The Knights, feeling the pressure, going to send it down the ice. And we'll get the whistle with 11:06 left in the third period after that icing call. Canada Crushers 3. Las Vegas Junior Golden Knights 1. Nearing the halfway mark of the third period. Face off near side in the Knight zone. Puck goes to the far boards. Knights there first. And they're going to use the boards to throw it down the ice. And we'll have another icing call. Face off. Still going to be in the Knight zone. Crushers win it. Stoika back to the point for Lidovchenko. Over to the far side for Gray. Gray takes a shot. That's knocked down in front. Knights with it. Put up the far side. Hamila knocking down the puck. Comes loose out to center. Knights on the attack. Coming up the right side. Number 16 backhand shot. Deal with the save. Still available. Number 5 takes a whack at it and is cleared over to the near side. Ford comes back for the puck. Wheels behind his own net. Tries to send it to the outside to Hamila. Hamila off the near boards for James. James centering pass knocked down by number 16 of the Knights. Popped over to number 15. 15 over to the near side. Up to number 11. Hops off the near boards. Number 16 tips it back to his defensive partner, and it's going to go back into the Knight zone. 15 with it for the Knights. Sends it to the outside to number 5. Brennan activates. Knocks it off the boards. Stays in the zone. Here's Ford with it for the Crushers. Throws it over to Brennan. Brennan picks up his stick behind the net and then starts to play with it. Knocked down behind the net. Big battle here. Knights starting to use their physicality. That puck stays in the zone by Garing. He's knocked down. Knights get it again. Up to number 5. Number 5 coming in. Knocked down by Coleman. Crushers with it. Tipped out to center. Knights pick it up again. Now it's broken up at center. Here's Coleman with it. Coleman taking the wide way around number 17, who catches up to him, puts him into the boards. Knights with the puck. Put her on the far side. Hits the player on the Knights bench. And we'll have a whistle in the neutral zone with under 10 minutes to go in the third period. We're going to say 9:16, but it's hard to tell. Face off far side in the Knight zone. Puck goes to the far corner. 17 for the Knights. Moves up to number 9. That's held in by Jalico Gagnon at the left point. He rolls it around the boards, looking for his forwards to catch up to. Number 12 for the Knights gets there first, reverses it back to number 11. Jalico Gagnon finds that at center. Quickly over to Devin Gray. Off the boards, looking for O'Keefe, just out of his reach, and the Knights turn it up the ice. Turned around at center again. Here's Gray with it. Gray looking for Coleman, hops over his head. 17 has it for the Knights. Quickly over to the near side to number 12. Knocked down by Black. Black going up the left side. Rips a shot. Glove save. Followed up by O'Keefe. Sent wide. Pops out into the slot. And number 14 is going to take that away for the Knights. Sent down low. Number 7 couldn't move it around. Lidovchenko. No, that was, Lidovchenko. Pressures put it up the near side. Black tries to get it to Peterson Shaw. It's past him, and we'll have an icing call with, let's say, 8:08 left in the third period. Face off near side in the Crushers zone. Crushers win it. Can't get out of the zone, though. Thrown out in front. Steered aside by Thiel. Garing picks it up. Tries to move it to Black. It's through his skates. Knights put it up the near side. Number 2, back to number 3 on the far side. Up the boards to number 6. He gets it into the Crusher zone. Lidovchenko knocks it down. He's checked on the play. Knights get it back. Throw it up the near side. Too far for there. Number 4 holds the zone. Throws it up the near boards. And it goes deep into the Crusher zone. Number 2 centers that. That's broken up by Garing. Garing skates to the outside. Makes the pass up to Fenner. Comes over to Black. Black takes a look. Has Stoico with him. Hard shot on the net. And the Knights goaltender able to size that up. And gets the save with 7:25 left in the third period. Faced off, won by the Knights. Held in the left side by Jalico Gagnon. He puts that into the Knights, deep in the Knights zone. Now the puck off the boards to the right side. Delaney has it for the Crushers. Looking for Ford, skips past him. 17 moves that to the far side for the Knights. Centering pass, skips past all the Knights players. Brennan sends it right back up the ice. It's going to roll back in the Knights zone where number 15 picks it up. 15. Challenged by Ford. 5 comes to help, and he's going to dump that into the Crusher zone. Jalico Gagnon back in his own zone, setting it up for his team. Looking for Delaney. That's broken up by number 16. Taken over by number 5. Number 5 goes to the end line and front, looking for 16. Skips past him. 15 keeps that alive for the Knights. Goes into the far corner. Bounces loose. Brennan picks it up for the Crushers, and we're going to have a slashing call issued to the Crushers. Number, it looks like 19. Riddick forward of the Canada Crushers being escorted to the sin bin. Spend 2 minutes there for a slashing call with about 6:20 left in the third period. Knights on the power play as they win the face-off in the Crusher zone. Here's number 5 with it, wheels around the zone. Hylo puts him hard and into the boards. Number 16 down low with it, setting up the play. Wheels out with it, centering pass, goes to the right side, high shot. Rolls off the boards, back to the left point, kept in by number 12. He passes number 17, he comes in, rips it off the post, and it stays alive. Lidovchenko engages with his man. Hamila is taken down hard and high. Quick shot. Blocker saved by Thiel. Here's Gray with it. And Nixon making his way to the bench after that heavy hit. We'll resume play left side in the, or near side in the Crusher zone. 1:25 left in the Knights power play as they win the face-off. Put back to the right point. Number 17 takes a shot right onto Hylo, makes the save. Boivin picks up the rebound and clears the zone. 12 back for the Knights. Put up the near side to 13. 13, centering pass. Broken up by Hylo Gagnon. 5 knocks it down though. Over to 17 the right. Back to 5 to 13. And that was blocked by the Crushers. 17 for the Knights. Sets it up. Goes left side to 16. 16 fights through a check. Comes in. Low shot. Good save there by Thiel. Comes back and the Knights have it again. Number 12 up to the point to number 17. And that's going to be deflected out of play with about, I don't know, 4:56 left in the third period. 30 seconds left in the Knights man advantage. Face off won by the Knights. There's a shot. Ripped wide. Over in the near side. Number 9 with it. Low shot. Hits a stick and ends up in the netting. Face off near side in the Crusher zone. 16 seconds in the Knights power play. Face off won by the Crushers. Gehring puts it off the boards, kept in by number 3. Winning the battle is Peterson Shaw, who takes it and sends it down the ice. Black on the forecheck, breaks up that play, wrap around, and the Knights goaltender quickly catches on and seals up the post, stopping play with, well, I still don't know, it's probably like 4:20 something, it says on the clock. But the Crushers have killed off their power penalty kill. Face off won by the Knights. Crushers keep it on the far side. Here's the Knights with it in their own zone. 9 goes to the far side. Hylo Gagnon finds that on the board. Centering pass looking for Stoika. Broken up by the Knights. Number 7 throws that out to center. Hylo Gagnon breaks up that play. Tries to move it up to Stoika. He's checked on the play. Loose puck sent back into the Crusher zone. Hylo Gagnon sets it up for his team. Over to Stoika. Stoika feeds it around the ice to the near side. Looking for Peterson Shaw. Shaw with it. Sends it down low over to Stoika. Stoika feeds it back to Black. Black puts up in the near side. Stolen by number 3 of the Knights. Here's Peterson Shaw with it for the Crushers. Looking for Stoika. It's too far for him. Number 4's got the point. Going to take a shot. That ends up wide of the net. Thrown out in front. Steered aside by Thiel. Comes back to the point. Number 3 is going to take a shot. Thiel able to track it. Rebound picked up and through the legs of Thiel and taken away by the Crushers. Crushers move it up the ice. Here's Black coming up the left side. Wrap around attempt. Throws it out in front. That's through the crease. Ends up on the far side. Knights get that out to center. Gray knocks that down. Comes loose. Knights pick it back up. Number 4 wheels it into the zone. Thrown up the near side. Lidovchenko gets it for the Crushers. Leaves that for Churkowski. Number 2 blocks that. Gray breaks up that play. Put back to the line. 14 keeps that in for the Knights. Lidovchenko on the far side. He's going to use the boards to roll the puck over to the near side. Number 6 breaks that up for the Knights. Delaney powers the puck out to center. Looking for Churkowski, and the Knights get it back quickly. Number 14 makes the inside move. Quick shot off the iron, and it stays out. 14 dangles into the low slot, and Thiel got a piece of it and hits the post, and it stays out. Here's the Crushers coming up the right side. Delaney centering pass. Knights break that up. Churkowski keeps it in the zone. Knights get it back. Setting up behind their own net. 1:45 left in the game. Thrown out to center. Number 9 gets that for the Knights. Dumps that into the Crusher zone. Deal out to play. Moves it up to Jean-Luc Gagnon. Has Delaney on the right side. Nice stretch pass there. Delaney tracked down by number 12. Carries the puck into the corner. 13 comes in to help. Chip to the far side. 17 picks it up. 16 throws it in the zone. Off the boards, goes to chase. Hard shot. Thiel with the save. Jean-Luc Gagnon throws it up the boards. 17 keeps that in. Tries to fire it towards the net. It's wide. Rolls off the boards. And the Crushers get it out the center. Delaney, far side looking for Chorokowski. Too far for him. Comes into the night zone. Thrown out to center. Dixon Amula back on the ice. Breaks up that play. Comes over to the near side. James ends up with the puck for the Crushers. Looking left side for Hamila. Quick shot on net. And the Knights goaltender's going to come out and stop it. Pop it on the rebound before any Crushers could get there. We got about 39 seconds left in the third period with the Canada Crushers out in front, 3-1 on the Las Vegas Junior Golden Knights. Knights win the face-off in their own zone. They move the puck over to the near side. Centering pass up to number 16. Couldn't get cleanly into the zone, and the Crushers turn it up the ice. James taking up the right side. His centering pass off his skate bounces out to the neutral zone. Lidovchenko for the Crushers. Up to Hamila, looking for O'Keefe. Skips past him. Knights have it. Here's number 16 trying to drive it to the right side. Quick shot. Deal with the save. Strong and low on the pads. There's the buzzer, and the Canada Crushers open their tournament with a win against the Vegas Junior Golden Knights. Knights, I think, win or earn 4 points with a 2-goal lead, or 2-goal win. I guess we'll check the standings later, but checking the schedule, we are back on the ice at 5:35 from City National Arena. So that's 5:40 or 5:35 Vegas time or Pacific time. 6:35 for you folks back at home. Big thanks to Sonia Nadeau for handling the camera duties today. Appreciate all the support, and stick around for player of the game, and then we'll sign off. Anybody see Sonia in the hotel, buy her a drink. He deserves it for running the camera. And for the Knights, number 5, getting player of the game nods. And for the Canada Crushers, number 31, Brian Thiel. Great game by both teams. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We will be on this evening, 6:35 Mountain Time, 5:35 Pacific. My name's Curtis Bykowski. It's been a pleasure. We'll talk to you later.